everybody, this is Kohdok here, and I admit I've been leading you guys along with my Power Rangers review, but some of the items I need to finish it have kind of disappeared in the move, so it's probably going to be a while before I can get it done and shoot that little bit of extra footage I need to really make it complete. But to make up for that, I am going to be going over a bunch of the new products as I can find them, and today we're starting with the Ammonite Zord, or Gurummonite in Kyoryuger. Already we're looking a right sight better than a lot of the Zords I've seen come out in the United States. This one looks just so much nicer than a lot of them. It's got some nice detail. It's got a moving gimmick on the wheel here, which I'm going to get into later. Ammonite is, it's called Gurummonite in Japanese. Guru meaning spinning or spiraling. And the Ammonite is known for its spiral shell. A lot of these are known as nautilus today. They still exist. They're what are called living fossils. But the Gurummonite here, to my knowledge, has no Japanese equivalent, which means it was made completely from scratch, and it's not like a downsized version of something that already exists, like everything about this guy. So, as a result, I think there's a lot better construction. This thing just feels more solid. I mean, it has the painted tank tracks on here. It's got wheels on the bottom here, so it can actually roll along. It's just aces. Even the opposite side, which is kind of rare for a Kyoryuger, it actually looks okay, except for like this point coming out in the screw holes. It looks just fine. So it's not like there's a superior side to it aside from the screw holes. Anyway, it of course comes with the Ammonite Charger. This is Charger number 20. It normally it comes with one for the Gabotier for the T-Rex Zord. But since I bought the Zord, I didn't need the T-Rex Charger, so it's kind of nice that I could get this without having to buy the T-Rex set. So this one, of course, it raises the jaw like all the others, although this one actually kind of goes slightly back. You put in the thing here, and it actually, unlike the regular Zords that have like a small switch, this one actually has a pair of nice, robust levers, and when you push on it, it shoots out the wheel. That's, I admit that I actually kind of like how that works. It's actually pretty cool with the plungers there and stuff. Of course, it also works as a limb attachment for the Megazords over here. Let me just put that back in, slide the sled back out, and it has a point on here that folds out to reveal a peg onto which you can mount the wheel. Now, you can mount it as an arm. It does work that way. At which point you get this kind of large disc object, but it still seems a bit clumsy. It doesn't have like the hand to hold anything with like a lot of the other ones do. So I honestly think this one is meant to go on the shoulder over here. So it can go on the shoulder of even the Pteridino, the Kyoryuger Pteridino, the Kyoryuger Pteridino. And what happens is when you spin the outer portion of the wheel, the inner portion actually spins in the opposite direction. That's a neat little mechanic that we haven't really seen in a lot of the American-released Zords, or even some of the Japanese-released Zords. I just kind of love this little practical feature here. Now, as for what this thing actually is supposed to do in the show, I haven't been keeping up with Dino Charge ever since the hiatus ended. So I'm not sure if it's like supposed to be like a machine gun or like a shield generator or something, but then again, the machine gun would make the Parasaurolophus pointless, and the shield generator would make the Stegosaurus pointless. So I imagine it's like some massive hypno wave or something like that, kind of like how the Charger works. Now, the Charger, of course, works with the gun. I always record that so that you guys get to enjoy it. Oh. So it's a pretty straightforward one, since it's technically a Guardian that doesn't have a Power Ranger aligned to it. The call sign is pretty straightforward. So yeah, it says hypnotize, which is what it does. In the Japanese one, it makes you so dizzy that just suddenly wiggling your finger in front of them will just make them pass out. I also, a while back, picked up a special charger. This is it's the Mighty Morphin Charger, although when I first saw it, I thought it was the W Charger, which made me a little disappointed that it wasn't, because it's obviously the W from the W Charger flipped over, and yes, there is a W Charger, but it cycles through a few basic Power Rangers logos, and it works with the gun, although the way the gun recognizes it is a bit different. So yeah, all it really does is recognize that the Charger is legendary. Now, Kyoryuger had a bunch of these legendary ones as well, which they cover, in fact, a whole bunch of the different Sentai series. So it's kind of interesting to see that the Mighty Morphin one has come out. Kyoryuger had this awesome thing where Mighty Morphin, Dino Thunder, and Dino Charge all got together and had their teams team up. I wonder if we'll see something like that as sort of like a tribute to the dinosaur series, kind of like what they did in Japan. They also introduced Tokuger in that, although I imagine they'll skip Tokuger in the US because, I mean, their mask is like train tracks across them. It's weird. But, yeah, that's the Gurummonite Zord. I'll be keeping my eye out for anything new Power Rangers-wise, and until then, you love my videos. You're going to like and subscribe. Kohdok is the greatest person who ever lived. You will tell your friends about me.